so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Whoa. What's the message?
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. Until next time.
Need something?
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new food. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
What now? Oh, you're off on your own for a while? All right. Fus, Ro!
Well done. Again.
Fus, Ro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Fus, Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Yes? Let's go.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout.
Oh,
Master
what is it?
Bori will teach you Wool.
Oh, you're off on your own for a while?
Well,
All right.
you must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master the new shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? X! Wolf! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes.
Hold! Da!
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Sky, guard you.
Yes? Thought you'd never ask. Where'd you come from? Done and done. I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now. This is gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me. Who's there? Done and done. Where'd you come from? Who's there? I knew I had something. Done and done. What now? Yes? Who's there? That'll be sketchy. Who's there? I knew I heard something. I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Have a fascination with fire.
I wish... 7,000 steps indeed. Next time, they need to build it closer to the ground. Ah, good to see you.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're...
Huh?
Need something?
Need something? Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Thanks again for the legwork.
You cannot escape the truth. You cannot escape the true dragon.
I shall not fall! Ah! Get it now while we can.
Thank you. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. The Riverwood trade. Excellent, I think. Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Take a look. All right, then.
Let's get indoors. Or in
What
a
a
cave.
waste.
Anywhere, just out of this.
May the gods wa- Oh? Well, I won't turn down. You have my thanks, friend. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
God, so, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Close the door. Come on, close the door. Now we can talk. The greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. We remember what most don't. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently. Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life. And I need you to help me stop it. A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That... better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove. Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wulfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the greybeards, but you are ready.
Indra, Roses, Saran, Strundur, both E Balan, Glove, Ran, now.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
You don't want to go up there! A dragon! It's attacking!
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Come on. Lorcan's eyes. Look at that big bastard. Keep your head down. Let's see what it does.
Salukun Zil Kurotova Ursa.
Where'd you...
Sled
Let's watch him.
This is worse than I
I'll be damned. You did it. Wait, something's happening. God's above. So you really are... It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, All across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Divine smile. Very good man. Farewell.
Good afternoon.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you? Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there. Always a pleasure. What can I do for you?
Something I can... something I can help with, or do you just want to talk?
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Grove this time. Guard might get... Now, I know who you are, and I know your business. Don't suppose you'd enchant my... If those rebels think... One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say. I have to wonder. What does the dragon... I find your wolfish... No lollygagging. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the matter?
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
What are you...
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
A pint of your finest mead.
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful. What? Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about? What? Something you're still confused about?
Give me a mug of ale. Coming right up.
What brings you to Whiterun? Got some juicy goods to sell? What brings you to Whiterun? I've got trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. do me a favor. If you speak to Maiden... What have you got?
Interest you in some marksman training?
Ready for some work, or are you just gonna
Always a
wander
pleasure,
around all
boss.
day?
Well, stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Let's go.
Yes? Imperial? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as...
Guard might get nervous. I fear for the boy. You're that one from the college. Heard about you. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot... Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're in a...
Look out!
Why are they hurting us?
Somebody help!
Let's get this over with. Come on!
Someone do something! Help!
You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? This is no time. Now do whatever it is you need to do, and let's get going before we miss our chance.
Oh, what is it? Anything good?
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
fellow latecomer to Ellenwin's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? I will just rest here a moment, although it is
Welcome to the
damnably cold
Thalmor
out
Embassy.
here.
Your
I look
invitation,
forward to the
please.
trip back down.
Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
Please proceed into the embassy.
Doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Ellenwin, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please,
Madam
tell me more
Ambassador,
about
I'm
yourself.
so sorry to
What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of
I
the
trust
outdoor
that this
wine.
is just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial... Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women... My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself. Do
I'm
enjoy
sorry,
yourself.
ma'am. I'm on duty.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. And none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Ellenwin must have told him to cut me off.
Little better than a slum.
Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Been some
You must
time
be
since
new
I've had
around
some news
here.
from elsewhere in
Bad
Skyrim.
manners to ask such a direct question.
Have
in
you
one of
visited
Ellenwin's little
Wolf's
soirees?
No matter how
But I have
harsh
nothing
the
to
winter,
hide.
the crops
I'm
that
in
grow
from the
there
south
never
on business.
falter.
And if you want to do
Even when
business
every
in
other farm
Tamriel
in the
these
home
days,
is
well,
barely
you'd
scraping
better get
by,
used to cozying up to the
harvest of
Thalmor,
Rorikstead is
like it or
always
not.
Is it good fortune? The blessings
I need
of the
another
divines?
drink.
Who knows? I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim. Have you learned nothing about me? I have dealings with everyone. Now leave me. I don't want to arouse suspicion by talking to someone that clearly doesn't belong
By the way,
here.
have you heard any interesting rumors lately?
Don't mention the guild. In fact, it's better if you don't speak to me at all. This is not the place. Until next time.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, servant girl! What's your name?
Now here's a face I did not expect to see.
Do you need a
Be
drink?
mindful,
Something to
for
eat?
you walk among adders.
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say
May
that to
wisdom light your path.
very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
I hope you're enjoying the music, ma'am.
Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment. Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
If your eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation, you might learn much in this chamber. My ears are always open to a friend's request. Nothing would please me more. I'll keep their eyes away while you do what you came here for. An old woman can get away with almost anything. No harm is meant to you, happy fool. Right here. I see it in your face. The snakes writhe behind your eyes. Get away! Get away from me!
Did you say snakes? Where? I hate
Be gone,
always
serpent.
slithering the way
Be
they
gone
do.
from this
What?
house
Are they
and
on me?
trouble it no more. Beware of the serpent in your midst. Beware, O people of Skyrim.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
And you promise to behave yourself this time. Remove him. He's disturbing the other guests.
I protest. This
Yes,
is an
Madam
insult to
Ambassador.
the dignity of my person.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
That is absolutely untrue. That is... Yes, of course. What? I don't understand.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
I can't remember.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't re- Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here.
Heard any
I saw
interesting gossip
nothing.
lately?
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up.
Of wind.
Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm missed.
Allowed on the city docks now. Most of them sleep together in one building, and they're as poor as wretches.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong. Good
Did
luck.
you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages. Just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Come on! Over here! I'll have your head!
Stay out of this.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
You don't want to go up there. A dragon. Well, I don't know what it's... We gotta find someplace to hide. We gotta find someplace to hide.
Come on, hurry. We might be too late.
Salokun here. Zil Tova Ursa.
Hold! Now!
Alduin Thuri. Boantid Vokri has Rixed Junkuzik.
Where'd you come from?
Damn, you did it. So you really are... God's love, look at that. It's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of a very long... For the last... Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose... The first thing we... The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Before our Grand Master... So we fought them in the shadows. Nothing saw... The Empire... And now the dragon... Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could... Problem is that place is... I'm not... Meet me back. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better... This.
Yes, sirrah.
What do you want?
Always a pleasure, bud. Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Welcome to the cozy look. If you're looking... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Until next time.
Just about everybody in here. Give a
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me? Ready for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day? Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch the Delvin's back. So, feeling loose?
Always a...
How about you run a
Stick
job
with
for
me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak.
Let's get indoors. Or...
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. That would be a bad idea. I'd be too... The Thalmor... I can get you... I have a... His name... I'll get word... While you're doing... Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged... Sounds good. Be careful.
Divine. Very good, ma'am. Until next time.
Good morning. Need something?
Good afternoon. Really? Here's the deal. Don't plan on... Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's...
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, Mom. Go right in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strap.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. And you are? Ah, yes. Please.
Madam Ambassador,
What is it,
I am
Malborn?
so sorry to interrupt. It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the
Of
Olympia
course.
Red?
I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. What can I get for you, ma'am? Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
Now here's a face I did not expect to see. Be mindful, for you walk among adders. My ears are always open. Nothing would please me more.
I hope you're enjoying
I'll keep their
yourself.
eyes away while you do what you came here for. An old woman can get away with almost anything. No harm is meant to you, happy fool. Right here. I see it in your face. The snakes writhe behind your eyes. Get away! Get away from me!
Hmm? Did you say snakes? Where? I hate
Be
them.
gone,
Always
serpent.
slithering the way
Be
they
gone
do.
from this
What?
house
Are they
and
on me?
trouble it no more. Beware of the serpent in your midst. Beware, O people of Skyrim.
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
And you promise to behave yourself this time. Remove him. He's disturbing the other guests.
I protest. This
Yes,
is an
Madam
insult to
Ambassador.
the dignity of my person. This time I'm completely innocent.
Dear me, all this trouble over me.
So
I
far,
think
so
I was
good.
Confused.
Let's hope nobody
There's no
saw
harm
us slip
in
out.
him. Please,
We need to pass
let
through
him
the
go.
kitchen. You're...
That is
Huh?
absolutely untrue. That is, yes, of course. What? I don't understand why everyone. Never mind.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't... Screw this up. Good luck.
Did you see those robes
You're on your
marching
own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a...
You're...
I'm staying. Help! Somebody help!
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less
offensive. But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has... I knew it.
Everyone. Oh, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Kisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
He can't treat me like that. He needs me.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly.
Help! I'm being attacked!
What was that? Damn you!
Lucky hit. Victory is yours. I submit. Behold the future. Behold the thorn.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. Huh?
Someone that...
Over here! I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here. They grabbed me in the rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson. Whatever you want. But let's go, now. Huh? You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
What's the hurry?
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. What do you need, Dragonborn? What is it?